Satan. A word that evokes the fear of dark cults, blood sacrifice, witchcraft, and a cursed path that would result in losing your eternal soul. Serving the dark forces of the cosmos, thus damned to hell forever for abandoning God's light. To summarize, Satan has historically represented pure, human evil. But is there more to Satan than the ultimate boogeyman of humanity, who tempts us away from God and towards evil deeds? Prepare to leave what you think you know about Satan at the door as we discover the deeper aspects of this dark tradition, and explain how it can be possible for people to align with a force so often described as pure evil. The story of Satan is as complex as the history of religion itself, and is the subject of 2,000 years of secular, religious, academic, and esoteric study. For this video, we will focus on the modern phenomena of Satanism, especially in regards to the occult. But to understand these, we need to look at the underpinnings of satanic philosophy. Modern Satanism has strong roots in an early breakaway sect of Christianity called the Gnostics, who came to the conclusion that the God of the Bible, who created the cosmos, could only be deduced as flawed, malevolent, and perhaps evil. Fundamentally, this God of the material world ruled with severity and wrath, causing genocide and death in huge proportion, for seemingly minor infractions. God punished humanity for disobedience despite granting us free will, to the point where humanity was cast out of the Garden of Eden and given mortal souls, for choosing to eat the apple from the tree of knowledge. Lucifer was cast from heaven for disobedience, for what some may say amassed to a trivial teenage rebellion. The logical endpoint of this reasoning is that God surely is a dark force, and that his faith is a religion of submission, where his followers subjugate themselves, in fear of damnation, following an oppressive and contradictory set of instructions to ensure their salvation from hell. An approach to life that doesn't exactly promote living as a good person just for goodness sake. The Gnostics believed that the true path to salvation was through spiritual refinement and frequent meditative practice, with the aim of frequently achieving a state of mind known as gnosis, which is analogous to enlightenment, ultimately cutting through the delusion of the material world. With this shift in perspective, we can look at Satan and Lucifer not as dark entities, but in fact as oppositional forces to God's repression. Lucifer, sometimes called the morning star, or light-bringer, is understood to be a torchbearer to the flame of knowledge, similar to the story of the Greek god Prometheus. Some believe that Lucifer was the snake that tempted Adam and Eve to eat the apple from the tree of knowledge, which the Bible says would lead to humanity understanding good and evil as the gods do. Satan is known as the Adversary, as he is described in Peter 5:8. His story runs as deep as religion itself. Satan has many names, with corresponding stories, which can be considered aspects of a deeper entity that requires many perspectives to truly understand. In this sense, these biblical figures represent concepts that have been expressed long before the Christian names we know them as now. Satanists too rejects the ruler of the Abrahamic kingdom of heaven, who has many names, be it God, Jehovah, Yahweh, Elohim, the Tetragrammaton, Shem HaMephorash, Eloah, Allah, Jah, and so on.